C'est parti. Donc là, on peut lui zoom sur le boule.
Hey, you. Hey.
Allez,
Oh,
Kazuki en
man.
fille.
Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Bon alors. Ah, visiblement, on nous parle de quelqu'un qu'on est censé connaître parce qu'il porte le même nom que nous. Venant d'une petite rouquine catholique, ça semble malvenu. Donc j'ai pas très envie d'en parler, tu vois.
I really don't want to talk about it. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
Elle me plaît. Ah, elle me plaît carrément.
Anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Ah, faut que je dessous là. 95, 25 septembre. 4 jours après le 21 septembre 95.
God, make it stop.
On le sait tous, c'était un peu le renouveau de l'équipe de France 98. Cette victoire 40-0 contre le Kurdistan. Ça me réveille.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E.
Ah, la saleté.
I'm so
Toujours se
getting a
méfier
new
des
roommate.
bouquins.
Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Bon. Carnet, pistolet électrique, ça peut faire le briquet tempête, hein. Faire des P-flammes. Oh, elle fume. Pardon. Carnet peut-être.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check. Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Ok,
I
regardons
can
ça.
certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do.
Ah, tu mets pas du tien non plus.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She
Wait.
tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Mais les voix anglaises sont très cool. Hein. Enfin, moi j'aime beaucoup.
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral. Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek.
Ah, elle me plaît, elle.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Les posters, on s'en fout. Ah. Réveille, lit, la valise.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her Mildred. Oh my god, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir, l'avant-dernier de l'ESPN Rugby Fantasy.
Eileen's girly suit.
Oh, nice. Pas là pour rigoler, non. D'accord, donc là en fait c'est un écran... J'aime beaucoup. Ah bah là, ouais, ça se voit, j'ai bien vu. On a vu qui était le premier d'ailleurs. Voilà, on va à l'enterrement de Pépé, je pense.
Well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Aïe aïe aïe. Alors elle me plaît. L'humour comme on l'aime. Il y a que des mecs qui s'appellent Pierre Tombal, par contre c'est un peu... Bon. En même temps c'est un nom assez commun. Hein.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral. It says price. A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Pas trop faire la... Je pense pour l'instant, trop regarder et penser. On garde quelque chose. Gardez quelque chose en tête. Alors,
No reason to go in there.
ok. Ah la vache. Il y a du monde.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory.
Ah merde, j'ai mis un T, quel con. Ouais, je m'y connais.
Forever.
Je vois pas de quoi tu parles.
Amen.
Ça va, ça va.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Ouais, parle-lui. On peut sauvegarder ou... On fait échappe. Ah. Échappe. Voilà, on pleure. Madame Rain.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side.
Ah, donc c'est bien Pépé qui est mort. Hein.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anne?
Là, j'avais
You
changé...
look strangely familiar.
It's
Merci.
me. It's Catherine.
Please.
Catherine?
Ah,
You
la
don't
vilaine.
recognize me? I guess it's...
Non!
I might be
Ah,
a
le
bit taller than you
bâtard!
remember me.
Kathy?
Ah, vous êtes pas possible, vous êtes les
Bless my
pires. Je l'ai changé en
soul.
plus.
Look at you all grown up.
Non, et en plus ça
Oh,
marche pas,
how I
tiens.
wish
C'est pas
Joseph
là,
could see you
David.
now finally coming home.
Let's hope he can.
Allez vous
Wherever
faire
he
voir,
is.
tiens.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10
Pendant un moment si
years?
puissant.
15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but
Why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Ah, c'est toi,
Same
petit
here.
salaud, sur son
See
ordi.
you in a bit.
Ouais, on se voit plus tard, tombe pas. Ah, jeu de mots.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet.
Elle est, hein.
Rest in peace,
Ouais,
Grandpa.
pépé.
I wish things could have been different.
Visiblement, ça sent le fait qu'on va devoir encore des pierres, hein, pierre tombale et pierre tombale. Sûrement frère. On va sûrement devoir découvrir qui a tué Pépé.
It's the priest who performed the service here.
Passons.
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
Non mais ça va, tu peux lui parler quand même, non?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Ouais, merci.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Ça, j'allais dire, et comment tu sais que je pêche, mon gars? J'ai même pas ma canne. Je crois que vous ne connaissez pas le concept de cause perdue, n'est-ce pas? Ah,
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Ah. Eh oui, mais je suis con, quoi. Je suis très con. Pas possible, hein. Voilà ce que c'est d'avoir un petit frère bilingue. Toujours à vous juger. Bon, du coup, on peut aller chez mamie. Admirer la moto rose, quand même. Ouais, non.
Grandma, anybody home?
Quoi? Tu vas avec papa? Tu vas avec papa? Casse-toi alors. Hein. Oh! Ah, j'ai oublié qu'on était. Volé.
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley.
Ça, c'est celui à Pépé. Au petit fauteuil.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently.
Mhm.
Huh.
Ça sent même, je pense.
Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
Et pour l'instant, pas grand-chose. Ah! Mon Dieu!
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
Yeah.
This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. A small table lamp. These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Ah, mais qui appelait? On sait pas qui appelait.
It's a phone book. I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town.
Pas con.
I don't have anything to...
Ok. Donc on sait qu'on va pouvoir chercher... pouvoir passer des coups de fil. Il y a les...
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Hein.
Oh,
Ah,
hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
comment elle a fait
Sorry,
pour
I
venir
couldn't
ici?
resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Je sais pas, mais... Je sais pas. Elle a besoin de savoir... Interné. Ah, j'ai pas de cœur, j'ai pas de race, moi.
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our
Lumogi.
door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Sa voix me fait penser à... Elle me dit I'm so sorry. Ça me fait penser à un autre personnage que j'adore. J'arrive pas trop. C'est quoi
Why
ça?
do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair.
On dirait
When I asked him about it,
la même
he
voix
just said he
dans
was
Life is
chasing
Strange.
old demons. Must have had
Bon, pas
something
la
to
même,
do
puisque
with the war.
quelques années d'écart entre les deux. Bah, on va pas jouer la scientifique, que des
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe
Oh, la tête de la
infection.
grand-mère pas contente.
It's all a load of tripe.
J'ai le
I had an
setup.
MRI performed on Joseph.
Incroyable.
It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
La police, elle en a pensé quoi?
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Il a fait son show?
Not
Truman
much.
Show.
He said They simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
Ça sent...
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating.
Y a pas...
I didn't think too much of it at the time.
Cam, ça aurait pu, mais
Joseph
non.
was a man of few
Il
words.
meurt encore.
I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Bon. Finalement, Papy a été tué, mais on sait pas trop comment, quoi. Dans le meurtre. Bien de quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'ils disent?
I already talked to her about that.
Ouais.
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Allez, salut la granny.
Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal.
Ah, tu te prends une petite bouteille quand même.
Would be kind of funny to see her reaction, but no.
Portrait de Papy.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there. Nice leather chair. Freckles, the
le
old
fauteuil
farm
de
cat, used to
place.
love that thing.
Oh, du pognon.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it.
Bon, en gros, t'as envie de rien prendre chez mamie. Hein. Va pas trop. J'ai compris, je peux aller direct... Bleu. Mais va-t-il faire beau sur leur... Ah non, il pleut. Je peux pas aller... Ah ouais, je peux aller au poste de police. Ouais, mais nous, tu sais, on est spécial. Ah, j'ai grandi avec les point and click.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
L'air conscient.
Shit.
Il y a un clodo. Et Kazuki dans la cellule.
Some young cop. Looks a bit familiar.
Ah ouais, c'est le sosie de Dave.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh oui. En plus, j'avais pas tort.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My
Ils étaient à l'école
reputation
ensemble.
precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Sure thing.
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so.
Comme les Rolex.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
That must be the sheriff. He looks grumpy.
Il est vénère.
Laney, I need you to do something.
How can I help?
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it
Si,
quick.
si, on va le faire, mais comme je disais, j'ai pas la connexion. Je sais pas.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A
Donc
general
c'est arrivé en
occurrence report
1981,
always
cet
has
accident
to be
bizarre.
filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Que dit le rapport de
Could I have a
police?
look at that report?
Absolutely not. They were official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
C'est Pépé,
You
quoi.
consider yourself family. I've never even seen you before in this
Eh
town.
oh,
It's complicated.
sur ce ton, hein.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention
Sosie
illegal.
raté
Handing
de
out evidence to anyone
Robert
who asks
Redford.
for it.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law?
Avec
Well,
cette
that shit
gueule.
may work on
Jamais de la
numbnuts
vie.
like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Ah, c'est pas génial, hein, celui.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any.
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
Putain.
A gold medal of some kind. A photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit. Probably the mayor. It's always the mayor. Tons of miscellaneous files.
Hey, Sheriff.
I don't see anything
What's the deal with
labeled
that
as
bump?
police reports, so
What bump?
those must be elsewhere.
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well,
D'accord. Et il sait même pas qui c'est Clodo. Allez, tu vas bien nous cracher le morceau, papy.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Le crame.
What's your opinion on this church?
It's a fine church. I go there myself.
Ouais,
every
bah
Sunday.
d'accord.
That's all for now.
Good.
Bon, il est pas commode, hein, lui. Hein. On pleure, hein, tout. Je vais aller voir le Clodo dans la cellule. Je sais pas.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Ah là.
Huh, very funny. If I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go.
Ah, ça, je sais pas. Une petite
What
télé.
a tiny TV.
Regardez.
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Voilà.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed. Too heavy to carry around and too noisy to use in here without getting caught. Just a bunch of boxes filled with office supplies. I'll need a key.
Ah, il fait quoi, lui?
Looks like an incarcerated bum.
Je sais pas, en tout cas, les autres, ils savent pas pourquoi il est là, lui. Hein.
Hey,
Hi there.
so why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is
Ah,
that
ça a
so?
l'air.
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns at grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Mec, mais... va me crever, oui.
So, why'd they... Is that...
Yeah,
That's the
for
Ah,
your
ouais.
information, I happen to have a...
I take my last
Pardon,
statement.
Hey,
pardon,
it wasn't your father who was killed.
I
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this...
think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the...
Lui, il est bon, lui.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9.
15.
8.
Fine. 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Pourquoi il a pas dit 9,
Distract
ce
that
con?
young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay, then. Let me know when.
Will do.
Et, Génial ou...
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick. Okay, let's have a look.
23h40, un individu a été retrouvé sur la route de terre à quelques mètres de Con. On a marché comme s'il ne voyait rien, les yeux. Il s'agit de Joseph Rain. Aucune réaction lorsque... Allez, il est pas le début. Comme moi. Ah, la tête est mouillée jusqu'aux genoux. Mr. Rain. Il avait un petit magnétophone entre ses mains avec une cassette. Il était... On l'a mené à la voiture. Et en ville. Là, je suis allé chercher Madame Rain pour l'amener. Clinique communautaire. Oui, un magnétophone a été retrouvé déjà hier. En tant que preuve est conservé dans le casier numéro 5. D'accord.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Oh. Oh, faut savoir lire. Bien sûr qu'il faut savoir lire. On se casse.
Lenny, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
Merci Jadot. Hein. Hein?
All right, got it.
Pas 43 minutes. C'est fou ce que ça passe vite quand on s'amuse. Ah, je veux pas sortir, hein. Non, et si j'ai ça... L'autre, là...
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. with Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Mhm. Toi, le blondinet, tu sauras rien. Toi, par contre...
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
Ouais, on sait pas pourquoi il est là.
The one in the cell.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Le grenier. Le joueur. Joueur du grenier.
I don't need to ask him that.
Ah, putain.
That's all for now.
Good.
Run Uncharted. Et ça...
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Again?
Bon, on va peut-être retourner chez mamie. Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le grenier?
I should probably ask Grandma first.
Ah, je m'en doutais qu'il fallait parler à mamie du...
Oh, hello, dear.
Ah, salut.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Ah bah non, mais ne viens pas avec moi.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
Ah, on voit rien. La loupiote.
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Oh. Prendre quand même.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Bien. Voilà, hop.
Free light bulb. Score!
Et les ampoules avec ampoule. Allez.
There we go.
Ouh.
Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye. Empty. An old typewriter covered in cobwebs. It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it. Just some old bills. Nothing interesting.
Allez, qu'est-ce que t'as dans ta valise? Ouais, pour le... Ok, ok, alors ça va me plaire. Ok. Pas dans le livre, je suppose. Secret des nombres infinis. I égale 3. Nombre de Fibonacci. Onze 235 813 21.
Nope. That.
Ouais. Ah bah, il y a beaucoup de modos. 314, 159 quand même, il y a pas... Tu.
Yeah, that would have been too easy. I doubt the book alone is enough to solve
Ah,
this.
ouais. Vas-y,
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
voilà, il peut nous donner un indice où il y a que 3... J'ai pas lu le rapport de police.
Not now.
Ah si, j'ai lu le rapport.
It's the brochure that there's also an address. Huh.
Ah, si tu crois que j'ai rejoint ton... Si le livre...
Mr. Bear! How did you get all the way up there?
Et
Good
le
idea.
livre
You
pas
just
nous
keep
était-
watch. I'll do the searching.
Peut-être que mamie peut. Ah, la tasse à café. On va aller voir là.
Yeah. Decades old coffee.
Ah.
Oh, hello, dear.
Ouais, c'est la merde. C'est la merde, grande Moser. J'aimerais qu'on parle de ce bouquin de maths.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Ah bah,
I found a
désolé.
locked briefcase in the attic. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, that old thing? Joseph said there were just some old boring Air Force papers in there.
If that was the case, why use an intricate combination lock?
That's a very good question, dear. In any case, I wouldn't know how to open it.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was
Incroyable.
always
Yeah.
fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that.
Ah bah ouais. Ah, bonne émission culturelle.
Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times.
J'en
It
reviens pas
helped
quand
him
même qu'on
remember things.
préfère les anges à... Suis-je surpris
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to mention to her. What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at
Bon
times.
bah tu vas pas me dire que tu regardes
Huh,
cette
you could
merde
say
toi aussi.
that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a
Non, mais
priest,
c'est
I'll
juste pas
give you
possible.
that.
Bye, Grandma.
même pas
I'll be
du tout.
back later.
So long.
Bon, alors, en attendant, nous on a des choses sérieuses à faire.
I used to love digging through the Grandpa and me. Never.
Ouais. Est-ce que du coup on trouverait pas l'indice au cimetière? C'est marrant, ouais. Ouais, c'est bon. Non. On retourne au cimetière. Si papy peut nous parler de quelque chose. Ah, ça sent la date de naissance, hein.
The grave is brimming with flowers.
Ah ouais, mais...
I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise.
Hearing Raid, 7 mars 1924. Septembre, bon, je pense que c'est pas la date de sa mort qu'il faut qu'on retienne. 17-03 1924. On va essayer ça. C'est ça, hein, 17 mars. 7-0. Oh là là, mais c'est quoi c'est... Ah, cassez-vous! Cassez-vous. On retourne chez mamie. Non, non, mais c'est bon, c'est bon. Sérieux, quoi. Oh la vache, mais putain. Sérieux, quoi. Je n'aurais pas jugé, mais là, je me sens... quoi. Bon, on a dit que du coup, il était né quel jour? 17 mars, parce qu'en attendant, je lis vos conneries. Ah, 17 mars 1924. C'est ça, hein?
I must be missing something. What was that weird first message on the tape?
Oui, non, mais oui, mais j'ai bien compris qu'il parlait de fleurs, qu'il fallait 2, 3, 1. 1, 3, 2. Je ne sais plus. Ouais, enfin, faut faire essayer.
Note to self. Remember the perfect
Ouais,
bouquet
bien sûr.
consists of 3 red roses,
Ouais.
a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want it.
Oui, bien sûr. Je préfère m'intéresser à autre chose que... Intéressez-vous. Faites l'inverse, peut-être. Ouais, c'est mieux.
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses,
Ah bah, il garde le
a
texte.
blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night.
Oui, mais...
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the...
Là, ça fait 3, 1, 2, mais... Pourquoi ça va me donner 6 chiffres, ça?
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my...
Et 3, 1, 2. Ah, ça fait 3, 1, 2.
Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it.
Ça, c'est drôle. C'est que t'es pas aussi récupérable. Ah, attends. Si je regardais la cassette.
Standard microtape labeled investigation. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
Ouais, mais c'est pas ça que je regarde. J'ai de la mettre dedans là. Mais c'est 3-1-2, il nous parle de violette. On parle d'un bouquet de fleurs. En quoi je peux avoir plus de 6? En quoi j'ai 6 chiffres?
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2
c'est
yellow
terrible.
tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night.
Je me fais larguer par mes potes pour regarder une connerie pareille. Je suis désespéré.
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses,
Johnny.
a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
J'ai bien compris que les fleurs devaient avoir un...
I'll write down clues in this as I find them. There has to be some way of figuring out the code. I'm sure both the math book and the first message on the tape have something to do with
Ah, combiner les deux, ok, ça fait 3-1-2, on a dit. 3-1-2. Trois roses rouges, une violette, 2 tulipes bleues. Euh... 3, 1. Ça doit avoir quelque chose en rapport avec qui. Donachi, je passe. Enculé. Vache. Fibonacci. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. « 13, 21 ». On y est. Peut-être dans les chiffres de Fibonacci. Oh la vache.
Note to self. Remember the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been
Oh la
working on my
vache.
research in the
Ok,
attic
je crois que j'ai
tonight.
compris. Oh
Note to
l'illumination.
self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses,
3 rouges,
a blue
1
violet,
bleu,
and 2 yellow tulips.
2 jaunes.
I've been
3 rouges, 1 bleu, 2 jaunes. Ok. Par hasard, les marque-pages sont 3 rouges, 1 bleu, 2 jaunes. 2, 3, 5. 3, 5. 3, 5, 1, 31.
Yes!
Oh, 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 mon génie m'impressionnera toujours. Oh, bon. Eh oui, c'était la couleur des marque-pages. Prendre les premiers chiffres. Et par un...
A thick yellow envelope.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-dedans? Il y a autre chose? Rien d'autre. Rien. Merci, Oni. Regardez ce qu'il y a dedans.
It's the envelope I found in the briefcase. Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
7, on va la regarder. Et plutôt.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white.
Regardez les flics.
Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
Mamie va... dessus.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately.
Donc on a une petite clé, on ne sait pas ce qu'elle ouvre. Pour l'instant. Ouais, bon, il n'y avait rien de fermé par ici. Je pense qu'on peut aller demander à mamie. Elle en pense quoi?
Oh, hello, dear.
Allez mamie, crache le morceau. On sait que tu sais tout.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? La base aérienne de
Can you tell me
McConnell.
anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air
Salut
Force?
Monarque.
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Ok, mais qu'en est-il de l'adolescente noyée?
Do you know anything
parler
about a
quand même
young
vite.
girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma.
Pourquoi
I was
es-tu
just
si
wondering why
vieille?
Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Ah. Ah, tu vois que sur le stream, ça bug pas. Pour le coup. Bon. Couvre cette clé.
Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
Tu ne sais rien, mamie, tu ne sais rien.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the
Dramatique.
family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
On a déjà eu cette conversation,
That's
j'ai
quite
l'impression,
alright,
j'ai
Grandma.
l'impression.
I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always deeply affected
Ouais,
by
ça
the
arrive, c'était
tragedy
peut-être en
of others.
4G sur ton application.
Perhaps he wanted
Un
to do
peu
something
foireux
for the
leur
family
chat.
to
hein.
ease their pain. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Okay.
Ok. Ça te dit quelque chose, cette
Look
photo,
at this
dis
photo
tout.
I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Charles Wade. Qui est cet homme?
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Et pourquoi? As-tu une idée sur
Rance,
cette
can you
photo
tell me anything
surexposée?
about this picture?
On ne voit rien.
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university.
Intéressant. Trouver quelque chose à l'université.
I don't think we need to discuss.
Merci,
See you later,
mamie.
Rams.
Take care.
On va peut-être écouter la cassette.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father.
Erika a couché.
Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit.
Bien sûr qu'on veut le
And what
voir.
about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
Bien sûr.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
Mais c'est dramatique.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Coquille. Coquille, dit le zizi, non. En
Mind if we
jargon.
talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at
Qui
all,
est-il?
dear. What's on your mind?
Qui est Coquille?
Does the
Dis-nous tout.
nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Ouais, ce genre de surnom est surtout connu à l'armée de l'air. Et
I don't
signal
see a reason
d'appel.
to ask her about that.
Tu n'as rien à dire, mamie.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Salut. Coquille! Qui est-il? Bois donc ton thé, mamie, je m'occupe de tout. Mais à la base. Rajoute-moi un endroit où aller. On va aller voir le poste de police. Peut-être qu'il faut passer un coup de fil. Base.
Lenny, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her a gift.
Gift? Like what? I don't really know your mother.
For Christ's sakes, all moms are the same. Just use your imagination. I'm expecting something nicely wrapped on my desk by the end of the week.
Okay, boss. Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was
Ah,
with
j'ai
you.
pas du tout écouté.
Well, shit.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Nice.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
I don't need to ask him that. Do you know anything about the drowning here in 1975? 16-year-old girl?
You have a memory problem? I told you I haven't been working here that long. Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Juvenile cases are a sensitive matter.
Logiquement, ça déborde un peu sur la droite, mais ça coupe pas un bout, quoi. C'est que même moi, ça s'affiche de moitié. Hein. En fait.
I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask him that.
Ouais, il ne m'a pas appris grand-chose. On va se le cacher, je suis déçu.
He's new in town. Do you know anything about a drowning here?
You have a memory problem? Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
D'accord, j'avais pas... Non, j'avais
I
pas lu.
probably
J'avais pas lu,
That's all
excuse-moi.
for now.
Good.
Non, sinon le jeu est en entier. Hein.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me?
Tu m'invites à manger,
Maybe
toi, Dave.
we could eat the food together?
Aurais-tu changé ta... Ah, mais d'accord, en fait, on dit non, quoi. On va dire non, mais...
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
On va dire non poliment. Quelqu'un de bien. Essayez de passer un coup de fil. Peut-on passer un coup de fil?
No result for that.
Très bien.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way. Nah, nothing. All right, got it.
Voilà.
I got that number.
Pardon. Tu l'as noté dans ton carnet, à vous.
I don't have anything. I wonder.
Gueule.
I don't think anything about that needs to be written down.
T'as noté les numéros. Où ça? De ma gueule.
I should be able to use this for looking up. It's a phone book. I got that number.
Mais tu l'as noté où? Pas possible. Ah, merci. Chambre de dortoir.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I don't need to ask her about that.
D'accord.
I don't need to ask her about that.
D'accord.
I'm trying to track down this young girl who drowned in the lake here.
Okay. How hard can a dead person be to track down? They tend to stay in one place, you know.
Ha, very funny, E. I don't even know her name, just when she died.
Oh, well, there must be some way to connect a name to that date.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm trying to contact Charles Wade. You know, the industrialist?
Wow, really? Why?
It's complicated, but he knew Grandpa back in the day. They went to war together.
Huh. Must be super hard to get in touch with a person like that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Maybe you could ask someone in the Air Force. If he used to serve with your granddad, I mean.
Yeah, could be worth a shot.
Bon, la rouquine ne nous
I'm
aide pas
trying to
beaucoup,
find this
hein.
guy, but all I have is his nickname, Cocky.
J'ai Monarch,
Well,
level up.
what do you know about the guy?
Not much. I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Ouais,
Yeah,
bon, bah,
that might be
on
worth
a
a
bien
shot.
compris qu'on devait... voilà.
Okay, gotta go.
Bye, Kathy.
Bien compris. On devait appeler la base aérienne.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Évidemment.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. This pile of metals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made General if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I
Ouais,
shouldn't
buddy.
speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts. What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well renowned all around the country.
In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Xavier Myers trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson.
Ouais, merci. Une idée de l'adolescent.
I don't see a reason to ask him about that. I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Évidemment.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
No can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Je ne peux pas faire semblant de la police si c'est que je ne suis pas... police.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call
Oh,
911.
le rabat-joie.
Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
Je veux
This
dire
isn't current,
Zizi.
though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of
Bah, bien
who's still
sûr.
alive would be Charles Wade.
All
Exprès.
right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
Oui, donne-moi le numéro. Non.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
L'été.
Damn. No Charles Wade. No hit. I should try.
Bon. Tout ce qu'on sait, c'est qu'on doit trouver Charles Wade. Je pense qu'on va s'arrêter là. Bonne petite heure et demie de stream. Voilà. Un peu long à se mettre en place comme jeu, mais plutôt pas mal. J'aime beaucoup les doublages, par contre. De très bonne voix. Ambiance sympa, pour le coup. Cathy Rain est assez attachante. Je trouve elle est plutôt bon personnage. J'aime bien. On a envie d'approfondir. On ne se fait pas chier. Voilà. Sur ce, les amis, et à bientôt. Merci d'être restés. Pour ceux qui sont passés, merci d'être passés. Et je vous dis, eh bien, à bientôt. Oui, à bientôt et bonne soirée.